G'day, welcome back. I'd especially like to welcome my new subscribers, and I hope you enjoy the content on my channel. Now, if you missed part 4 of this ridiculous silencing of the machine series, there's a link up there now, you can go and watch that first. Now, I'm going to make a small promise here. This will be the last episode of this rubbish, because I'm truly sick and tired of it, and I'm sick of sitting around on my fat ass doing nothing and getting bored. So I've bought some steel and some other stuff to build a door for over here on the other side to close that off. And I've got a couple other things on order that should be here in the next couple of days to plug up all the little gaps all over the place. And then that'll be that. And then I've got some other plans. Now, what all this waste of time has done is given me a bit of time to think about some things that I want to do. There is a little project, or it's actually quite a big project, that I've been wanting to do for a while. And I'm slowly collecting all the bits and pieces to do that at the moment. So after this video, we'll get back into machining things. So follow me, out to the outside, and we'll get on with making this. Alrighty, so what I'm going to have to do is bolt a piece of timber onto this post to hinge it off. Had these silly little bloody concrete things fix the wall. Well, they came off a bit easier than I thought, because they only had a couple of timber plug in the hole in the wall and the nail driven through them, so they came off easy enough. But down here is where my earth spike is, and I've tried to drive it in the ground just a little bit more, and it won't go any further, so it might go up against a lump of concrete or something in the ground, so I'll have to stick it out past the post just a little bit to clear that thing when I hinge it. But I'll make the door swing back out outside that way. And the wall over on the other side, it's on an angle too, so I think I'll make a steel plate with a couple of holes inside, so I can put a bolt each side of the door so I can lock it shut from the inside or the outside, and put holes in the plate so that the bolts will go through a steel plate rather than just in the concrete where it can be broken out more easily. Anyway, so that's the first step, get a piece of timber made up to put on here. Alrighty, so I've cut myself a piece of timber and drilled it and prepped it ready for bolting onto the post. But I'm going to have to treat it, because I always thought we had a big termite problem in Australia, but got an even bigger termite problem here. They leave them for dead here. And I've been bitten twice now. For those of you who are new to this channel, I put in a nice new kitchen a couple of years ago, and it was solid timber. Bastards ate half of it. But anyway, so this, I discovered this stuff here. Chain Dright 1 it's called. It supposedly stops them wanting to eat this stuff, so got to soak it well with some of that. Don't really know what's in this crap, so I think I'll put a pair of gloves on. Alrighty, so let that dry. It's just about lunchtime. I'm going to have some lunch, and hopefully by the time I come back out, it'll be all dry again. Alrighty, so I've got that bit of timber attached to the wall now. Now I need to make a bit of a box section up to lower the door opening a little bit. So I'm just going to make a timber one up and screw it to the wall, and that C-panel, and it's up above it, and back over to the timber. I'll just attach that post. Well, I hate to admit it, but this has taken me down here all day, because I stuffed up, and I hate to admit that I cut that in the wrong place. The bloody thing had an angled end on both ends of it, and I measured it from the wrong end. So I just glued it back together with some construction adhesive and strips, a couple of joiner things on there to hold it together, but that'll do for what it's got to do. Anyway, so I've given it 2 heavy coats of that 82 mite stuff, and I'll just wait for that to dry, and I'll get it fitted up. Alrighty, so now that I've got that up there, I've got to cut up a piece of this, well, we call it fibro in Australia, fibre cement board. Fit back in there, and I'll be done. Alrighty, now that I've got that finished, I can measure up that opening and get the damn gate made. Well, it's about bloody time this stuff arrived. I ordered this 2 weeks ago, and it's only just arrived. I ordered this stuff here. It's well, it's all curled up because it became wrapped up, but it's what they refer to as a pool noodle. So it's just a very very squishy piece of foam, a round foam, and what I'm planning on doing with it is using it to block off this this gap in here, just stuff it all up in there so that the noise can't escape there. So hopefully that will add a little bit to it as well. Bugger. Thought I had this gate all finished, welded up, ready to rock. So I thought I'm going to try it up there before I put the panel in it. And I'm glad I did, because I hadn't allowed enough clearance over that damn pipe down the bottom there. And I'm going to have to modify it so it'll clear the thing. It's just rubbing on the top of the pipe, but it doesn't want to jump over the top of the elbow, the start of it. So I think I'll have to cut a little notch out of the bottom, re-weld it. But we're getting there. Well, viewers, I've got to say it's been hard to get motivated the last few days, but finally got this damn frame finished. So when that's dried properly, I'll get the panel in, which is all painted and done. Get the damn thing hung. Well, that's it. It's just about done. I've run out of the little screw, the self-drilling, self-tapping screws to attach those little brackets with, so I've ducked it around and grabbed a couple of those. And I just need to get around all the edges of that panel with some of that paintable silicone to seal it up properly. And it's done. Yeah, beauty. Sick and tired of doing this stuff. Alrighty, now I've got that damn thing fitted up over there. All I've got left to do is pluck up a few gaps around the place and stop noise escaping through the gaps. And I'm so glad that I'm nearly done. Now there is one other thing. Stinking hot sitting down here at the moment, and that's without the big doors closed. So the plan is, I bought this little fan here, and what I'm going to do is just open that window behind it a bit, turn the aircon on in the bedroom, being in there, and just try and suck some of the cold air out of that room. And with that little fan, I'm hoping that'll work, because I don't want to have to go to the trouble of buying an air conditioner just to put in here, which would be just a waste of money, I think, and money I don't have. All right, so we'll get on with plugging up all the little gaps, and we'll finally be done. Alrighty, now that I've finished that door, and I've stuffed all that blue stuff up in there and filled up all the little gaps around the place so I could be bothered filling in, I'm going to call this an end, because I'm truly sick of this stuff, and I want to get back to making things. So that's the end of this video. But now, before you run away, and we'll find out who actually watched everything, I was wondering if you'd like to tell me what I'm going to make out of this. Any guesses? Not going to tell you. You'll have to wait. No, that won't be my next video, but the next video will be a casting and machining video. So fix this bell sander up here. It's got a real wobble to it, and it just vibrates the hell out of the bench, and it makes a lot of noise, and it's not something I use a lot, but I don't care about annoying the neighbours. It annoys me, so I'm going to fix that. So I know who's been hanging in there, my loyal viewers, and thanks for watching all this series. And I'm really sorry that I had to do this, because it's been a couple of days ago. It was 2 months since all this started, I did say earlier in the piece that it could be a couple of months before I get back to making things. So next video, we'll be back into it and making stuff. So thanks for watching. Hope you got something out along the way, because it's been pretty bloody boring. So once again, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.